In this video we will discuss something that we received a lot of questions about, and this is Facebook advertising. So many people, they don't even know how to start the right way and without spending a bunch of money, because the problem that many business owners experience when they're hiring an agency or something is the budget. They are going over the budget just for testing purposes, and they end up spending the budget without even getting the right data, even results. So I will show you just a real quick method, and this works mostly for e-commerce, by the way. So if you're selling any kind of product online, this might work for you, but you have to keep in mind that each niche, each business, they need a different Facebook strategy. So if you learn about an XYZ strategy for e-commerce, let's say, then it won't work if you try to apply it in, let's say, your hairdressers. You're selling somehow of brick and mortar business for e-commerce. Let's see how you can get started and testing efficiently without spending a lot of money. Step number one, let's see how Facebook works. First of all, the campaign level, right? So this is the first level that we have. After campaigns, we have the ad set level, and then we have our ads, our advertisement. So this is the campaign. We will select our objective. So here you will select either if you want engagement, conversions, video views, etc. And this is a common mistake that many businesses and many marketers do. They want to start using engagement, testing their ads, and then from engagement going to conversions. And then in the ad set level, you have multiple interests and what kind of conversions. So let's say we choose conversions. Here you will set what kind of conversion. Is it an add to cart? Is it a checkout? Is it a purchase? There are many conversions that we can use, even just content view, so they're just page view. Based on our experience, this is what is working. You want to start with conversions, and then you want to move immediately purchases. So many people will say, no, you can't use purchases because you don't have enough data, you don't have people, etc., etc. And this is, we've tested this over and over again. And it makes no difference starting with engagement, then going to add to carts, then checkouts, then purchases. It makes no difference, rather you're just wasting your money. So we are going straight for conversions, straight for purchases. On the ads level, you will create 2 or 3 advertisements that you will in essence split test. Now, how do you start? Is you have your targeting, right? Because you want to target people, and here you will have multiple interests. That's another point of confusion for many people, because what they don't know, do I have to create one ad set for each interest? Do I have to create one ad set for another batch of interests, like 5, 10, 20 interests? And the right way to do is one ad set equals one interest. Why we are doing that? We want to do that because if we have 2 ad sets with 10 and 10 interests, then if ad set number 1 converts and we're getting sales, then we simply won't be able to know from which that sale came from. So by splitting the ad sets and having each ad set with 1 interest, then we will know if ad set number 2 is working, then we know that interest number 2 is working as well. So once you have all of your ad sets, so let's say you begin with 5 ad sets and you're into, let's say you're promoting, you have a product about dogs. Ad set number 1, you can target dogs. Ad set number 2, dog lovers. This is just examples out of my head right now, but once you do your research, you will find your interest and start testing them one by one. And each ad set, you can only put $5. 5 ad sets, 25 euros per day. Within 3 or 4 days, you will probably be able to know if these ad sets are working or not. And this is the easiest and the most safest way to start testing your products. Once you identify the winning ad sets, you will then begin to, let's say, ad set number 1, ad set number 3, ad set number 4, 5. You will then start scaling up those AdSense. You will increase the budget, and eventually there are so many scale-up methods that we won't go over right now. But this is the simple way to start testing. Really easy, really safe, because you can't go over huge budget. Because 5 AdSense, you can even add 10 AdSense at $50 per day, 50 euros per day, which is again pretty fine. 3 days, 150 euros, $50, and you're able to know if that works for you or not.